C'est forcément elle. Il n'y a pas d'autre explication logique.
Si c'était elle, elle se serait transformée directement. Elle ne l'a pas fait.
Quelque chose m'échappe. C'est impossible, ça ne peut être que Marinette.
Il faut explorer de nouvelles pistes.
Tatsu, à la maison.
In this episode, we'll see how jealousy can quietly eat someone up inside, how love between friends can spark a fight, and how that same love can fix everything in the end. We'll also realize that Lila is getting closer and closer to discovering that Marinette is Ladybug.
Quelque chose m'échappe. C'est impossible, ça ne peut être que Marinette. Je m'appelle Marinette.
It all begins with Rose trying on wigs with Juleka by her side. After picking one, she wants to add some decorations, and Juleka is more than willing to help.
Il te faut des nouvelles tenues pour aller avec.
Meanwhile, Marinette arrives at Adrian's house, excited and ready for breakfast. Nathalie drags herself along, still half asleep. Once they're in the kitchen, Marinette explains to Nathalie how this breakfast will be different from the others. Marinette and Adrian talk about how much they missed each other, even though it had only been a couple of minutes since they last saw each other. Suddenly, Placide interrupts them and hands Adrian a letter. Inside, he finds 2 tickets to the 50th anniversary of a horror and vampires musical show. Adrian immediately realizes it must be a gift from his grandparents. When he calls them, they explain how special the show is, since the audience gets to interact with the performance. They tell him how it works and mention that it's where they shared their first kiss. After hearing this, Nathalie says they'll have to wear costumes, revealing she's been to the show before. Marinette starts panicking inside. She hates horror, while outwardly trying to convince Adrian that she totally enjoys it. In another scene, Marinette talks with Arya about everything that happened because she has no idea what to do. Tiki and Arya try to convince her that she shouldn't go if she doesn't want to. Adrian won't stop loving her. Marinette's biggest fear is that they won't have anything in common. Arya gives examples of how she and Nino share everything. Once again, she tries to explain that they're one couple and Marinette and Adrian are another. They don't have to be the same. She also insists that Marinette should tell Adrian she doesn't want to go to the show. Later, Marinette sits with her friends in the cafeteria and tells them she is going to the show with Adrian. Rose mentions that she tried to buy tickets for her and Juleka, but they sold out before she could. Arya tries to convince Marinette to give the tickets to someone who would actually enjoy the show, but Marinette refuses again. After a short musical number, we meet Prem, an enthusiastic teen who hangs out with the group. When he finds out Marinette and Adrian are going to the horror show, he gets excited and acts out a scene with Rose. It's his favorite movie. He hands her an origami bat, and seeing how close they are makes Juleka a little jealous, though no one else seems to notice. Some bullies do notice though and begin teasing Prem, hinting that he likes Rosita. They throw his origami into a bucket of water. Marinette retrieves it and raises her voice at them, but Prem says he doesn't care. Nothing they do will change how much he cares about Rose as a friend. At that moment, Nelson eyes Juleka and smirks. He pretends to apologize, and once the 3 bullies are alone, the others ask him what he's planning. He says that 2 gifts can cause a lot of trouble, and asks Ray if he can get him anything. Ray says yes, and they get to work. Later, Ray manages to get 2 tickets to the show. Nelson gives them to Prem, who accepts them excitedly, and thanks him for opening his heart to love. Nelson plants the seed of doubt, asking who he's planning to invite, and then walks away. Prem runs to Rose and invites her, and she accepts instantly. They start talking about what the show is like, until Rosita suddenly realizes something and asks what they're going to do about Juleka. Prem decides to give her his ticket, but Juleka refuses. Rose can tell something's wrong, and asks what's going on. Juleka pretends she's fine and offers to do everyone's makeup, insisting that if Rose is happy, then she's happy too. From a distance, the bullies watch as the seed of jealousy grows inside her. Later, everyone practices their makeup while Marinette keeps trying to convince herself she's fine. She realizes everyone's costumes look terrifying, even her own. Adrian sees her face and asks if she's sure she wants to go, but she insists. Eventually, everyone leaves, except for Juleka. Once she's alone, Juleka calls Luca and asks why he left her. Luca tries to comfort her and says he's with Rose. Her insecurities slip through, and she hangs up, hurt. At the show we see someone, Leica, lock the doors and set up a camera in the bathrooms. Marinette is scared of everything around her. Meanwhile, Luca calls Rose to ask what's going on. Right as the presentation begins, they announce that for the anniversary the audience will get to watch 30 minutes of deleted scenes. After the call, Rose decides to leave. She realizes she left Juleka alone, and doesn't think it's fair. Marinette wants to run after her, but Adrien says he'll go. Panicked, she confesses she never really wanted to come, that she's still scared, and that she was afraid it would push them apart as a couple. Adrien tells her the only thing that could ever push them apart is her forcing herself to do something just to keep him happy. They understand each other, and Marinette runs after her friend. Seeing the chaos he caused, Prem feels guilty for driving Juleka and Rose apart. Meanwhile, we watch Leica release an Akuma that heads straight for Prem, and Chrysalis convinces him to accept its power, assuring him she wants nothing in return, not even Ladybug, and Chat Noir's Miraculous. Prem accepts and transforms into Vampigami.
Alors appelle-moi Comte Vampigami.
He heads to the stage and declares that if Juleka and Rose couldn't make it to the show, then the show will go to them. Rosita realizes the doors won't open, and Marinette sees everyone running in fear, so she rushes to the bathroom. Once inside, she stiffens when she notices a camera. We know cameras can't capture Kwamis. Tiki reminds her of this and asks her to pretend she's scared and not transform, since doing so would put her in danger. Just then, someone tries to enter, startling her, but it's only Adrien, who also runs off to transform. Once transformed, he breaks down the theater doors, and everyone manages to escape. Chat Noir faces off against the villain. Marinette runs, and we see someone chasing her, yet the moment she turns a corner, she vanishes. Down in the sewers, Tiki and Marinette realize something's off. Tiki suggests the attacker might be the new butterfly holder. Marinette transforms, and calls Rose and Juleka. When she meets up with Chat Noir, Ladybug stops him from being turned into a vampire. While Vampigami performs a musical number, they realize that every time he claps, he creates new origami vampires, and all of them copy his movements in perfect sync. Soon Pagella and Purple Tigress arrive to help. Purple Tigress strikes the vampires to separate them from the main one, and Pagella activates her power, revealing that Prem just wants to be with Rose. While he remains trapped in his illusion, Ladybug purifies the Akuma. Finally, she gives Prem a charm to keep him from being Akumatized again. The heroes begin to split up, but Ladybug stops Chat Noir to explain what's really going on. The new holder of the butterfly Miraculous isn't trying to defeat them with her Akumatizations. She's trying to uncover their true identities. That means they must stay more alert than ever. Later, Prem offers Juleka his ticket and apologizes, telling her he never meant to come between her and Rose. Juleka thanks him but turns the ticket down. She's realized that her jealousy and her fear of losing Rose clouded her judgment. Rose reminds her they don't have to do everything together. She'll love her just the same. Hearing this, Marinette finally understands her own mistake and gives her ticket to Juleka too, realizing she doesn't need to do everything with Adrien. Some things they simply won't both enjoy. Everyone walks back into the theater, while the bullies watch in disappointment as their plan falls apart. Still, they say they can always mess with other couples. Marinette heads off and gets startled by a poster announcing the movie premiere.
C'est forcément elle. Il n'y a pas d'autre explication logique.
Si c'était elle, elle se serait transformée directement. Elle ne l'a pas fait.
Quelque chose m'échappe. C'est impossible, ça ne peut être que Marinette.
Il faut explorer de nouvelles pistes.
Tatsu, à la maison.